Hello crafty friends, welcome to another texture paste ideas video. I've got another piece of my pre-prepared texture pasted paper. All I did was take some Liquitex light modelling paste and scrape it through a wood grain stencil, and then I left it to dry. So this is perfectly dry now. Because this is wood grain, I'm going to go for brown, and I've got this shimmer spray. It's brown with some gold in it and some copper. It's actually a mixture of the dregs of a couple of different brownish shimmer sprays. I've put them in this bottle so that I can get the final use out of them. And I'm simply going to spray this on to my texture pasted background. I'll lift it up, tilt it around and add some more. I think it might need it. Seems to be a bit here that doesn't want to take the spray. There might be some grease or something on the paper that's resisting the water in the spray, but I'm going to give it a scrub and see if I can get it to take. If not, it's not a big issue. Right, I'm going to leave that to dry now. I've got another piece of mixed media paper and my smusher. I'm going to pick all this up and smush it on here. I don't want to waste it. It will definitely come in useful for something, and I'll leave that to dry too. Right, this has actually been drying for a couple of days now, and it looks great. We've got brown everywhere, but we've got these gorgeous rivers of golden copper in between the raised texture paste portions. I'm thinking I might add some walnut stone distress oxide simply by dragging the ink pad over this, and hopefully it'll catch mostly the texture paste and leave the bits in between coppery and gold. So that's just giving it a little bit of extra visual texture, I think. So to start with, I'm going to use a stitched rectangle die to die cut out a panel, and I'm going to take that part because I like this bit here, and I'll just take that down so it hopefully doesn't move. Now this has got ink all over it, so I'm going to take that out to the kitchen and wash it before I try to use it again. What I want to do before I stick this down is take a little bit out of the middle. So I've got two smaller stitched rectangle dies here. No, that's wrong. On the inside, not the outside. And now I'm going to place this on here. To soften the adhesive on the washi tape, I'm going to use my hairdryer, so hopefully it won't remove too much ink or rip the paper. So now I've got three pieces: an outer frame, an inner frame and the middle bit. I'm going to start by adding a little bit of glue to the outer frame. And I'll add this to my card blank. This is a 4 by 6 inch card blank. That's an UK A6 size. And I'll press it down using some sticker release paper so that I don't get my fingers too mucky. And now some glue on the back of the middle piece. And that is going to sit in there. I'm going to get it lined up right. So I've still got this frame which I can use on another card, but we've now got a little gap there which just adds a little bit of interest. I want to get rid of all the little hairy die cut bits. For my sentiment, I've chosen a print and cut Happy Retirement. I'm going to put some foam tape on the back. Got my rule of thirds grid there to help me place it down. I will put a bit of liquid glue on the back just so it doesn't stick too quickly. I can wiggle it about a bit. And I want to put that there, I think, right on that intersection. We'll make sure that's all nice and straight. For my embellishments, I'm thinking cogs. I think that goes nicely with the wood grain. And this is one of the bits of smushy paper I made with leftover spray. So I'm going to cut some cogs out of this and see if it works, if there's enough contrast between the background and the cogs. So I'm quite happy with that, but I think I'm going to test another colour, see if it will work with this. And I've got some DIY gilding gum here that I made with indigo blue luscious powder in Peacock and some indigo blue gilding gum. Just thinking maybe a little bit of that so it looks a bit patinaed. The alternative is to use salvaged patina, that might work. Let me try that. So I've got salvaged patina distress oxide. I'll just add a little bit, maybe it's got the same effect really. So maybe just around the edges here and there, applying it with a finger dauber so I can be a bit more accurate. And these are more or less complementary colours. This is a bluey colour, this is a orangey brown. So the blue and the orange are opposite each other on the colour wheel. So they work nicely together. To glue these down, I'm simply going to dip them into some high-tack white glue, tap off the excess and place them down. And for a finishing touch, I'm going to add some copper penny Nouveau drops. A little bit of dimension, a little bit of gloss, some more metallic, a bit more energy, a bit more flow. So there you have one card made from that wood grain texture paste background. I've got this bit left. I'm thinking I'll pop this on a card with more cogs, and I'll take some photos and put them at the end of the video so you can see how the second card turned out. But I'll use much the same elements. It's just another idea of a way to use this kind of background. And I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope it's given you plenty of ideas, something new to try. If it has, let me know in the comments, and I hope to see you back here very soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.